Kia ora. A very wet start today across these central parts of the country. Over 70 millimetres of rainfall in the last 24 hours in Wellington. This area of low pressure keeping that wet weather across those central areas as we head through the afternoon. We'll also find some stronger winds making their way up towards Auckland. A bit of a blustery afternoon for you, gusting perhaps 90 kilometres an hour as we head through the daytime there. And we'll find some more showers that's springing up as we head in towards the afternoon and in the evening time across those central parts of the North Island. While down south, it's a much nicer story. Areas of cloud and still some showers across those northern areas. And this next front edging up in towards Southland and Fiordland, but in between, plenty of clear, dry and sunny weather. Not a bad looking Monday for you. As we head through the night time, this low pressure stays close by. It keeps a fair covering of cloud and some showers or spells of rain around that eastern side of the North Island. But you can see out towards the west, things generally are clearing up. We'll keep hold of those stronger winds for Northland and Auckland through the night time. So rather a blustery night for you, but generally a drier one, with just a few isolated showers. Again, the South Island looking pretty decent. Places like Nelson and Marlborough, dry and fine. More cloud though making its way up through Southland, Otago and in towards southern Canterbury. Some patchy rain arriving towards those southern parts of Canterbury by the end of the day. Now, it was a pretty chilly night last night. Temperatures are back down below freezing across those more inland parts of the South Island. Overnight tonight, lows are back to around about 4 degrees Celsius for Queenstown, 2 in Christchurch, and even up towards parts of Marlborough. We'll find our temperatures on the cool side, 4 degrees Celsius, but generally a milder one up on the North Island. Looking ahead in towards Tuesday, that low pressure is still close by, keeping a bit more in the way of rain and wet weather around those eastern parts of the North Island. More showers that's springing up through the Bay of Plenty through the afternoon, some of those fairly sharp through there, and another patch of showers across the top of the South Island. But you can see for the South Island, again, there's plenty of dry weather to come. This cloud around Canterbury could be a bit more reluctant to clear away. And although it's a rather windy start once again in Auckland, those winds should ease off and it's a fine looking afternoon for you. For the North Island, though, we will find some of that wetter weather from Wairarapa through Hawke's Bay and up in towards Tairāwhiti. Perhaps one or two heavier falls up into the ranges through there. That will start to ease off through the daytime. That cloud, though, still pushing through in towards Wellington. Through the afternoon, a bit of daytime heating, those showers springing up places like Rotorua and up towards Tauranga. One or two heavier ones through there. But for Auckland, not a bad looking afternoon. Any early showers really quickly disappearing, leaving behind a fine looking day. The winds easing off as well, but still a rather blustery southwesterly to kick things off. In terms of our temperatures, highs of 17 degrees Celsius in Auckland, 18 in Napier, and just 13 with a cloudier day in store for Wellington. Heading down across the South Island, for many of us it should be a dry day. We'll keep hold of more cloud though through Canterbury, and we will find as we head through the daytime that rain it creeps up in towards those northern areas. So perhaps a bit of patchy rain for Christchurch by the time we head in towards lunch. That eases off and we'll find that it does become drier through the evening time, but we'll find that cloud is reluctant to clear away. So always giving a bit more cloud around that eastern area. Another spot we'll be keeping a very close eye on will be these ranges of the Tasman and Buller region. We'll find some showers springing up through the afternoon, some of those fairly heavy and thundery, whereas the rest of the western coast looking pretty decent and dry, and fine spells from Westland right the way down into Fiordland as well. A bit of that southwesterly will keep a few showers running through towards parts of Southland and Otago. I think they'll really be clipping the coast more than anything else. So places like Dunedin will keep hold of areas of cloud, at least through most of the daytime, but a brighter weather returning by evening. Looking ahead in towards the temperatures, you can see it's a bit of a brighter, drier, warmer day on that western coast. 16 degrees Celsius in Westport compared to 13 for Christchurch. As we head into the middle part of the week, high pressure becomes more of a driving force of our weather, keeping things generally drier, clear and more settled. We have a bit more of an onshore feed about around these eastern coasts, so perhaps a touch more cloud still kicking around those eastern areas. But for many of us, Wednesday is looking like a dry day, and there's still plenty of sunshine for the likes of, say, Auckland and up in towards the western side of the North Island. That's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.